James Comer announced that there are subpoenas going out to Minnesotans who have been in charge of these programs to come and testify in front of Congress about what they knew, when they knew it, and how they stopped it or allowed it to occur. Now, if you haven't been living under a rock, you've seen all of the reports that billions and billions of dollars in fraud have occurred using taxpayer dollars. I don't know about you, but I want to see corrupt politicians in orange jumpsuits and leg irons. Now, I'm biased because I live in Minnesota, but our Governor Tim Walz and our Attorney General Keith Ellison are two of the most corrupt politicians in the country.
Now, I'm sure everyone is wondering how much of this $18 billion was fraud. It's not the $1 million question, that's the $18 billion question.
Now, I've been talking about this corruption and this fraud for years. And as I've been saying, and I have maintained from the beginning, there is 0% chance that this much fraud can occur without Democrat elected officials knowing it was happening, which means that there's only one of three possibilities. And it could be a mixture. Number one, complete malfeasance. Now, the other option is that it's mismanagement. Like the system is not really put together to handle these types of operations. But again, to reach these levels of fraud where you're seeing thousands of percent increases in demand and then not saying like, oh, well, what has happened in our society that there's this huge increase in demand? Like these people that are elected, that are in charge of administering all of these government programs are just all absolute morons. Like they literally don't know how to run any government system. I just can't believe that that is the entirety of what has occurred here. And third, is corruption. Now, to me, this is the most likely reason why we have these levels of fraud. There are corrupt politicians and administration officials that are all handpicked by Democrats that are overseeing these programs, accepting kickbacks. That's what I think has been happening. Now, it could be not just for monetary gain. It could just be for power. By administering all of these programs in a way that allows for maximum fraud, because we're doing this for you, you are going to give us political power. Now, of course, based off of all of the reports, the majority of the indictments coming down are coming from one ethnic group, and that's Somalis, Somali Americans. Now, does that mean that every Somali is a bad person? Well, of course not. God created us as individuals, so there is no one group of people anywhere in the world that are good or bad. All humans, we are sinful by our nature. So all humans have the propensity for good and evil, but there is no mistaking that there is a huge problem in the Somali community.